So I've successfully started and grown a wireless internet service provider business into a successful full-on telecommunications business over the past 6 years, and I'll be going over 5 steps on starting your own small-scale ISP operation with limited resources from your home. So you can join me in this video for the steps so you can shoot to the stars with your own. If you don't know me already, my name is Kopano Ramashala and I'm the founder and managing director of Bakwena Telecommunications. Now let's go into the crux of the matter right here. Without further ado, drum roll please. Yes. Step number 1, you need to understand the basics. First things first, you need to understand the basics of computer networking. You need to be a tech guy or gal, you know what I mean? Know your way around computers and just love technology as a whole. If you grasp that, you'll be super. Let's go into point number 1 on this understanding the basics. You need to know the types of ISPs that you want to find yourself in, Familiarize yourself with the different ISP models, namely your fiber, your wireless, as well as satellite internet, or even hotspots for that matter. The regulatory compliance. You need to research about licensing and regulatory requirements of your area or your country. For us here in South Africa, that will be with ICASA. They'll definitely help you out in each and every way, but I'm also here to help you find the ropes in terms of that. The business structure. You need to decide on the structure of your business. Are you going to be a sole proprietor? Are you going to run a private company, a PTY Ltd, as we have here in South Africa, or your LCC or corporation if you're in the States? And does it suit you, your needs, your lifestyle, and obviously the regulatory obligations? Step number 2, planning and resources. You need to develop a business plan. Develop a comprehensive business plan outlining your goals, your target market, the services you're going to provide, marketing strategy, and of course, financial projections. I wasn't the best at doing this, but it bit me in the bum a bit in the later stages. But hey, some of us prefer to reverse engineer things than frontal engineer, if that's such a word. But yeah, I'd highly advise that you do that. Think about the equipment and infrastructure you're going to need. Identify, for example, the necessary equipment like your routers, your servers, what antennas you're going to use, what physical infrastructure like towers and poles and the network cables, the subscriber dishes and subscriber equipment, your wireless access points if that's what you're going to need, based on the chosen technology and your service area. The most important thing follows next, and it's simple: internet connectivity. How you're going to get the internet to you for you to supply your customers. In this regard, you need something secure, reliable, and with sufficient bandwidth to accommodate your customers and your future growth as well. Don't make the common mistakes that most of us do. You rushing to get a contract with a fiber provider that's providing you one-to-one connectivity, and you locked in for 36 months and you've got only 100 megs of bandwidth for you to resell. How are you going to chop that up when you've got 100 customers? They're not going to all get 1 meg, so you need to think about such. Next is your budget. You need to create a detailed budget. So you track your expenses, including your equipment costs that you might incur, your internet subscriptions that you want to sell, and your marketing and operating expenses, and so on and so forth. Step number 3, that's setting up your network. You need to have a comprehensive network design to ensure that you have optimal data flow and a reliable service. Believe you me, I made the fundamental mistake of going for an option called the bridged or flat network when I started, just because I wanted to hit the ground running, But it bit me in the bum when I had 80 plus customers and they were all streaming or doing something, and they created what they call a broadcast storm, and that brought down the network, especially at peak times. Number two, in terms of setting up your network, you need to have a secure network. So you need to implement robust security measures to protect your network, as well as customer data from unauthorized access, as well as from themselves. One customer will come and click on a random link that opens a whole can of things you don't want. So yeah, you got to look after that. And then lastly, it's IP addresses. When we started, we had one public address, of which we did carrier grade NAT on. We provided our customers with carrier grade IP, private IPs, and yeah, they'd all basically NAT to the one public IP, which would dial them out to the internet. But that has its advantages and disadvantages as well, of which we'll go through in another video. Step number 4, marketing and customer acquisition. You need to identify your target market and tailor your marketing needs and efforts to their needs and preferences, of course. You need to have some sort of online presence as well. People need to know where to find you, where to see your brand. You need to have, obviously, a website, some social media presence, etc., so you could obviously attract potential customers and also provide information about your services. You need to, obviously, with regards to that, develop a strong brand and brand identity that will resonate with your target audience, yourself, your business, and its values as well. And then lastly, you need to think about means and ways of advertising, like local advertising, when it comes to your target market. You can use channels such as newspapers, community radio stations, or even word of mouth, and that will obviously happen once you have some sort of services out there. But how I started, I printed 1,000 rands worth of flyers and I posted them in each and every door, gate that I could find. Spoke to some of the neighbors that I found when I had the flyers and they were outside, and told them of the potentials of having such a lovely service within their home. Step number 5, customer service. This is one point that I want to stress. You need to have excellent customer support. This can really set you apart from all of your competitors. So provide exceptional customer service in order to build customer loyalty as well as satisfaction. Also, with regards to that, you need to have your technical support. So you can offer technical support so you can obviously troubleshoot customer issues and obviously ensure that network uptime is at its best. With that said, there's various potential challenges and obviously solutions for all of those challenges that you might face. And they are namely maybe just limited resources. If you have financial constraints, you obviously can overcome them by saving here and there and not wanting to buy and have everything at one go. Maybe having enough money to buy 2 customer premises equipment, and once they've paid you for installation, you take the same money and you go buy more equipment, etc. Or you can partner with other businesses, or you can obviously seek funding, but that's not my favorite, because now you'll have people also coming into your business and they'll start telling you what to do. Offering tiered price plans for different customers, whether it's residential or business. And you sure will be able to curb that issue. And then competition. As I mentioned in the 5th step, how you can differentiate yourself from your competitors is by either having a unique service that you're offering, or you having exceptional customer support, because Saying you're going to have competitive pricing, that one will put you out of business. You'll end up selling internet for mahala, free, gratis. And technical difficulties, you need to be able to address those issues promptly and proactively and maintain network reliability so your customers are always satisfied. That's why you need to research on what type of networks you want and do correct planning before you even start, because it'll help you in having reliable and secure network in that regard. And lastly, the challenge of regulatory compliance. You need to stay informed and you need to know how about to comply. Getting your ISP services license, your ISP network license, it's not an easy feat, but it's doable. Whoever wants relevant help with regards to that, you can surely email us with the link in the description, the email address that's there. You can also click on the link that's in the description that will not only provide you with a free checklist that will show you all of these steps, but it'll also give you access to me and any consultancy services that you might require from myself in starting your own little ISP business. So in conclusion, starting a small-scale ISP operation from home can be very rewarding. But one thing you must know, you're not going to sleep. There's no making money in your sleep in this business. But it requires obviously careful planning, dedication, and the willingness to learn and overcome challenges. If you're that type of person, then this business is for you. And by following obviously the steps that I've highlighted in this video, you'll be able to address potential challenges that we went through, and you can successfully build your ISP business and scale it to, considerable heights and continue to provide valuable services to your community and beyond. Thank you very much for watching till this end. Don't forget to subscribe so you get to know more with the other videos that you're going to drop with regards to this subject matter. My name is Kopano Ramashala and I'm the founder and managing director of Bakwena Telecommunications. Don't forget to give us a like and follow us wherever you can find us. Signing out.